to go where we needed to go to safety.
Okay. And Matthew, what were you doing?
Oh, throughout that night?
Mm-hmm.
Just basically staying awake and ready for whenever I was needed. I don't remember what I was thinking about, to be honest. I know I couldn't sleep. That's pretty much the end of that.
You mean before the hurricane, Matt?
While it was going on.
No, that's not what she asked.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry.
Well, she was getting the children ready to, run. The waterman's coming, get dressed. What were you doing? What were you...
Basically just getting stuff together to get over to Sydney's house at that point.
Yeah, he had tried to go get groceries. Remember that, Matt? You had gone down to the
There's a corner grocery store, which typically you could run in, run out within about 5 minutes. They had a line running down the block of various people trying to get supplies.
Mm-hmm.
And I think I opted not to even go in because I was just like, this is going to take forever.
Yeah, the line was too long. This was before we were just getting ready to go to Sydney's house.
Mm-hmm.
Right? That's what you were asking about our preparation.
Right,
before, right?
yeah.
Where am I wrong?
Where your heads were going, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So as the hurricane was actually hitting, the kids were sleeping through that.
Okay.
Sorry, maybe I misunderstood what... I'm sorry.
That's okay. I'm just trying to figure out what everybody was doing, and that's very interesting the way you prepared her by saying the waterman. That shows clarity, to use something that she would immediately understand the gravity of the situation. So kudos to you, because the last thing you need is somebody sitting there, I'm tired, I don't want to wake up. The minute you said that, she was right with you, and that's important because you've got another child to get going too. So you're in this house now, and Matthew's staying awake, and you're going to use your body as a human shield. The kiddies are asleep, and when did you're worried about these windows. When did it come to a point where you said, oh my God, we are in so much deep doo-doo here, about what time during the night, did this thing really start packing a wallop over there?
I think pretty much those thoughts were all night long for me until I was awake until morning hit, until daylight.
Yeah, it really didn't start to die down until right before dawn.
Yeah.
The whole building would shake.
Yes.
There'd be, and it wasn't just those constant wind. There'd be like gusts where it would feel like the wind was slamming into the building.
Right. It was bad.
The windows would rattle, and you could feel everything kind of shift around you.
Mm-hmm. When we have a hurricane here, or this last couple of storms we had here, I'm on the 3rd floor, and my windows will sound like a freight train coming through.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Do you know what I mean, right?
I know
absolutely.
It's a sound you never, ever will forget as long as you live. And the minute you hear that, like a freight train starting to come through, you're like, here we go. Kind of like Jurassic Park. Oh, this is going to be bad.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Okay, we're going to go to break in about 4 minutes. So you weathered out the storm in that building. What was the damage to that building that night?
That night, the next morning when we woke up, I don't want to say ancient, but old, huge, massive oak trees were knocked down. I believe the boss's car, SUV, was smashed by a tree. Power lines were down. What else, Maddie?
I don't think we immediately noticed the gas smell until later.
That was later.
So, yeah, I think that was all that was initially evident. There weren't any broken windows that we knew of. It was mainly actually the car that got the worst of the storm right off the bat.
Mm-hmm. The building.
So there was no escaping after that.
Yeah, but this is the storm. The storm itself is over at this point, right?
That's correct.
Mm-hmm. And the building sounds like it pretty much withstood it, right?
Yep.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Cool. So you made a wise decision. At this point, people are thinking they're the ones that are in the dome there, the emergency place, they're all hunkered down thinking, well, we're going to get up tomorrow morning and, we'll just go. But that was starting to happen.
Yeah, absolutely.
Everybody thought, well, it's tomorrow morning, everything will be okay. Maybe we'll have to wait for the lights for, a day or two. But even that dome, part of the roof was ripped off during the storm, right?
That's correct.
So they were in deep crap over there too. I mean, this was not something that was, they underestimated the power of it. And you've got how many people? Do you know how many people were in that thing?
I don't recall.
Yeah, I don't have a number for you.
And that wasn't even the whole bulk of it. They were trying to put people in there the next morning as they were evacuating them from their homes and stuff. So after the break, we're going to go to break, and we're going to come back with Bridget and Matthew VonStetina, and it's the morning after, kind of like, the Poseidon Venture, and we're going to talk about what should have been the end of it, but actually turned out being the beginning of it.
Right.
Then the real fight starts, right? It got nasty, and there was no way to get out, so that's what we're going to talk about. And in honor of the show being about New Orleans and all, we're going to play Marie Laveau by Bobby Bear for the first break tune. She was a famous native of New Orleans, a voodoo witch. And then we'll be back with Bridget and Matthew VonStetina. And this is Moebanshee's Lair on GameCon Radio, where we rock your world.